Hey, good morning, everybody. Ryan back with you here again. We're out here in Sacramento, California. Got here nice and early. Came up out of Las Vegas, well, a little bit out of Betty, Nevada. About an hour and 45. I believe that Betty or Beatty. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Up US 95. About an hour and 45 minutes out of Vegas, where I started up at today. Dropped down here, came up 95, and came across Donner there on 80. Dropped down here into Sacramento this morning. Got in here nice and early to get through traffic with no problems or anything to deliver these windows here at my last stop on a 7-stop window load. Pays pretty well. This load here, the Landstar gross rate, before their cut, was a little over $8,000. I picked this up last Friday, and today's Thursday morning. So basically on this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and this morning. So 5.5, call it 6 days if you want. So my cut should be well over 5,000. Took like 2,000 out for fuel. I mean, probably 5,500, 6,000. I have to do the math. There's a lot of 100% accessories on this because every stop on these, this window load, this company, this account, should say, I get 100% of that unloading driver assist fee. So I think those were $50. So I think I had $350 at 100% plus the surcharge and all that. And this was quite a few miles. So we started over in West Virginia at Parkersburg, 2 stops in El Paso on Monday, and I made it over to Phoenix. Did a drop there on Monday as well. Then ran over to San Diego and Santa Fe Springs, Los Angeles area. Tuesday, did Vegas yesterday, Wednesday, and made it out here today. So I finished it up a day earlier than what I expected. So getting it over to Phoenix that first day kind of gave me a little bump to finish up today. So I'm trying to get my other load moved up to, I was supposed to pick up Monday because I was kind of hesitant, so I was going to lay over out here in California over the weekend and hang out, and then pick up that other load down in San Bernardino on Monday. But I'm trying to work it out to where I can pick it up tomorrow, so if I can run down there tonight and grab it up and get back towards home next week. So, but excuse me, I wanted to talk about these window loads, to get some questions on them. So I got the last stop is left in here, so I'm gonna show you what they look like and kind of what's all involved with them. So if you're looking at them, I like doing driver assist type loads. It gets get out of the truck and do a little bit of work, and I'd rather be back there helping and doing something than just sitting in the truck just waiting. But that's just me. And they pay pretty well, and they're usually this particular customer. There's not really appointments. You just kind of call ahead and work it out with the people you're dropping, delivering for. So that's kind of nice. You can kind of work it out to your advantage. So me driving nights, I can do morning deliveries, so it works out pretty well for me. So I can stay on my night schedule. But we'll go back there, sit here in their back parking lot now, waiting for them to get in. So he told me to find a park back here in their lot, but there's a lot of activity going on back here. You got Centos and a couple other places, but we'll go back here and show you what we got. So I got down here like at 5:30 and there wasn't anybody here, and I was starting to pick up. Yeah, we got Sherwin-Williams here, and I believe this fence is where I got to get in there, I think. So let's wait for them to get here and see what's going on. But this is a little bit different than ones I've typically done. Usually they throw a bunch of these, the regular straps in here. These are my straps, but on this one they used all these little D-rings and ropes and stuff, and I was kind of hoping I was going to get to keep that rope, because that'd be nice to have on the farm, for different stuff. It's nice to, always like to get leftovers, but they actually gave me a UPS label and an empty box, so I guess I got to throw everything in a box and drop it off at a UPS box and send it back. So I guess no free stuff for me on this one. So when I picked this up, this was a light load. It was basically filled all the way to the back of the trailer. There was kind of an aisle down the middle, so it wasn't totally packed full. I think we had like 110 windows and a bunch of accessories. So, and they usually stage it out they'll have like your first stop obviously going to be on the back. So you'll have like the 2 El Paso stops in the back here. Then as you kind of go on, like your Phoenix stop, or whatever you have, you know, in San Diego and you know, Los Angeles, whatever. But I'm in Sacramento, so this is all the Sacramento stuff. But I almost had a screw up. I'm gonna tell you guys. Luckily, it wasn't my fault. But I did. So I did El Paso, went over and did Phoenix Monday afternoon. I loaded everything. It was like 150 degrees, so the guy was like in a big hurry to get out of there. And I watched him. He checked everything in on his little matrix or the packing slip, and he said everything. I watched him. He went around and checked everything, said everything was good to go. And I looked around. I didn't see anything that stuck out, so I left. I went and did San Diego, and then I did Los Angeles. Then when I got to Vegas, lo and behold, there was 2 sliding doors, glass doors, that were supposed to have went to Phoenix, and I guess they weren't on the packing list, or he overlooked it. But luckily he signed my bill of lading as, you know, he didn't put anything missing, so that's what saved me. You want to be careful, because like if we wouldn't have checked it and they would have been on here, then I probably would have had to run those back down to Phoenix, probably at my own dime. So make sure, the one thing with these window loads and cabinet loads too, is you want to check, just go down through these and check every label just to make sure you're not missing anything. Because if it comes down to where it's your fault, you could very well end up taking them. You know, that would have been over 600 miles. If I'd had to run from Vegas to Phoenix, then back up to where I was at to head up here to Sacramento, that would have been well over 600 miles that would have added to my trip, and then it would have put me back out to Friday again and all that, when I had already asked my other agent on this other load if I could do it on. So I would have had to call him back and kind of retract my offer to pick that up on Friday, because I wouldn't have been able to make it. But these, you can kind of see, I know it's getting kind of bright with the sun coming in here, but I'll show you these. Show you the label there, so you can kind of see right up here that tells you like Sacramento or wherever it's got, wherever you're going. But I had to stop there for a second, because I was actually looking at the camera when I was looking at Sacramento, and it was backwards on my screen. So I thought I had something screwed up to where it was doing everything backwards again, where y'all thought I was driving in Europe or in England or something. So I went back and checked it, and it was right. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't have everything backwards. So, because as I'm looking at it, everything's reversed. So I know we had that issue before. So the main thing is, what I was starting to talk about, you just want to check these labels and make sure everything is where it's supposed to. You know, don't mix stuff up sometimes. And so you just want to make sure, like, go back through, like after I finished down there, I went through and checked every single label just to make sure that everything here was for Sacramento and there wasn't nothing left behind or anything like that, because they said you can kind of get yourself into trouble and it could be bad. These are good accounts. Like I said, this was about 3,300 miles, I think, total, and you know, all the total freight on it before Landstar's cut was a little over $8,000. So it's about $250 a mile on that amount of mileage. I think is a pretty good rate. So you don't want to jeopardize the account, and I want to kind of work in with this agent and get more of these loads, because it's close to home for me. And this is what these are the loads I like doing, was these longer ones, high value, you know, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 loads are kind of my bread and butter. That's what I do. And like I said, I like doing helping out and all that. So we talked about checking all the labels. The other thing with these loads, you have to tailgate these or help them unload them. And some of these are extremely heavy. You can grab a hold of them and slide them to the back of the trailer. Then from there, I mean, I usually help out. I don't mind. So I mean, your responsibility is to get them to the back of the trailer. They're basically the same as the cabinet loads that we've talked about in the past. So after that, I mean, once you take them out, once you want to make sure everything's secure, so nothing gets broken en route to the next stop. And that's pretty much it with these. So I guess with this customer, like I said, I got to send all these little ropes and D-rings and stuff back. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So that's pretty much it on this. I just wanted to share that for some of you guys thinking about doing maybe doing a window load out there. Like I said, I like doing them, pay pretty well, and it's fun, I think. So like I said, I like stuff that's kind of gives me a little bit of flexibility in my schedule as well, and working with people. So But like I said, again, just wanted to share that with you all. Hope that helps you out, and see what happens if I can get this other load possibly early. If not, then I'll probably put out a couple videos this weekend on some other topics. Got a couple things to do with the truck here if we get some time. But other than that, I guess we'll see y'all next time. Hope that helps y'all out. If you're looking for one of these loads, if I haven't said that already 3 times. So again, like the video, subscribe, hit the bell for the updates, and we'll see you next time.